Thank you guys so much for tuning in for another interview with Hollywood Now, where we interview Hollywood stars, Hollywood insiders, and influencers one on one. And we are, with no exception today, with a wonderful, wonderful guest today. But prior to introducing her, we want to thank our partners and our sponsors, Heart to Heart for You.org, Heal to Heal.org, as well as um, Tommy Washington Massage Therapy Group. Thank you guys so much for your partnership. And if you guys are wanting to partner with us, connect with us, please reach out to us at our official website at KingSolomonEntertainment.tv and connect with us. We'll let you know how. If you have not subscribed already, please subscribe at King Solomon Entertainment Company and Media Group on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, as well as Clubhouse. Thank you guys so much for all your support and your subscriptions. Please share this video over and over. And I am so elated to have the music sensation of Ayo Ito.
Ayo Ito. Yeah.
Ayo Ito.
Ayo Ito. I know.
Practice that. Ayo Ito. Please introduce yourself and let me know who you are, and then we'll go into the interview.
Yeah. I'm Ayo Ito. I'm a musician. I'm predominantly a singer, songwriter, originally from Tokyo, Japan, but based out of Chicago right now. I have a couple songs out, some music videos. We have an album coming out, and I sing in Japanese, Spanish, and English. So
that is so amazing. I'm talking about a real sensation, because that's a first, and it's so needed right now. And I heard your music and I see your video, which is really, really great, about the identity and profiling of African Americans. That was really, really great. The video was awesome. And so how did you get started with music? What did it all begin with you?
Yeah, well, I've always loved music since I was a child. Music has always been a huge part of my life. My dad used to actually be in the music business. My mom, she worked for Sony in Japan and everything. So music has always been a huge part of my life. And I always, participated in choir and orchestra and stuff like that, church choir, any opportunity I could find to sing, I would do it. So after high school, I decided to go to college to have a backup plan. I had a full ride scholarship. So, why pass up a free education? It's like, so I was like, okay, I'm going to go to college, make sure I have a degree. And after that, I'm going to try my best and do everything I can to pursue music. And so after I graduated, then I decided I would pursue music, and I joined a band, and then was doing it part-time, and then eventually was able to switch over to doing it full-time, writing my own stuff. And last year I started beginning my my solo career as Ayo Ito. So
okay, Ayo Ito. So where did you go to school, and what was your major?
I went to school at the University of Chicago in Hyde Park, and I loved it down there. I loved the school. I double majored in Romance, Languages and Literature, and East Asian Languages and Civilizations. So
that's amazing. That's amazing. I love
yeah,
it.
pretty much Spanish and Spanish lit, and then I did Japanese and focused on East Asian film.
So how would you articulate your music? What's your message? What's the sound, in your own words?
Yeah, that's always a kind of a complicated question for me, because me being biracial, I feel like I come from a diverse background, and that really comes through in my music. And how I grew up and everything was I liked all different types of music, and that really comes out in my writing and the music that I listen to and the music I kind of gravitate towards. So my music is not necessarily one specific genre. It's kind of a mix of pop, R&B, soul, some rock sometimes, EDM, because I know I enjoy that type of music. I like lots of different kinds of music, and I know I have friends and fans who also enjoy the same thing. They don't just like one style of music. So that's what I try to have come out in my stuff. And I write about, Don't Take My Life was about equality and justice. And but I do also write about other things, relationship stuff going on in my life, or just having fun and being like, I have some lighthearted songs too.
No, that's amazing because your fusion, the music, when sound it came across very soulful and very popish, but it was definitely a beautiful admiration for the climate that's going on now. So I thoroughly enjoyed that, and it was a wonderful message. It kind of ties into your humanitarian efforts, your philanthropy efforts with mentoring the youth. So how did you combine the two with that? Where did that come from?
Yeah, well, so my godmother is one of my biggest role models, and she was always very involved with volunteering and giving back to the community. So I always tagged along with her. We'd help volunteer with her with different kinds of things and outreach and stuff. So I wanted to keep doing that as an adult. So I've been volunteering, like when the pandemic first started, I was volunteering with Brave Space Alliance, which is an organization here that's run, the only Black and trans led organization in Chicago. And I also volunteered with Feed the People, which we gave out meals to people in need during the pandemic. And I've also started mentoring through this program called Link Unlimited Scholars, where I'm paired with a high school freshman, and I mentor her throughout her 4 years in high school and just help her and be there for her. And we right now we can't meet in person, so we've been doing everything virtually. And but we FaceTime a few times a month, and just catch up and just make sure she's doing well in school, and if she needs help with anything. I mean, she's great, so she doesn't really need help right now. She's doing well in school and everything, but we just talk and just chat. And I think it's nice to have someone, and she wants to be a singer too, so I think it's nice for her to have someone who's doing what she might want to do when she's older. And then I've also been recently started volunteering with Chicago Community Jail Support, where we help people who get out of jail who might not have a ride home or food or need to use the phone or whatever they may need when they get out. We help them with that.
No, that's amazing. That's a lot of wonderful organizations, and I'm sure when you volunteer, you kind of ignite your own passion. I'm sure from that you want to kind of figure out, like, when you start your own nonprofit, what it's going to be, or it might be a combination of everything you're already doing.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to start my own nonprofit, probably something involved with children and low-income kids, and helping them getting in with school, or helping them stay out of trouble, stuff like that. I've also worked with the Boys and Girls Club before, so and I just love working with children. So that's definitely something I would want to do.
Yeah, you are very vocal and transparent about your challenging in your upbringing, your childhood. So how did that play a role? And you articulated it as music became an escape for you. So how did that play a role with the challenges of your upbringing and your music? Did it help? Did it, how did it really hone your craft?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't know what I would have done without music growing up. Yeah, like it was really hard when my mom left and moved back to Japan. I was 10, so that was like prime time for when a girl is starting to become a woman.
Yes.
And then we moved in with my dad, but he wasn't working or anything. So, we struggled financially a lot, struggled staying in a place, and so I needed some way to try and like keep my mind off of the struggles going on at home. And music was definitely one of the ways I did that. I taught myself how to play guitar. I would teach myself how to play piano, be in my room. I made a talk box at home using YouTube and like played around with that. Yeah, and so I would just do those kinds of things, sing, write raps and stuff like that, to keep my mind off of it. And like I know how hard it was, and I can only imagine how hard it would have been without music and without the support of people outside of my family. And So that's why I want to also be that sort of help for people who might be in a place like I was. And I want to be someone like my godmom or my teachers in school who are there for me and, pay it forward that way.
No, that's amazing. That's amazing. And so now that you are able to sing in so many different languages,
Mhm.
and how challenging it is to, how when you sing in English, then you translate it to Spanish or another language, you want it to have the same impact as far as sound, as far as catchiness, and just translation alone does it not make that happen. So how challenging was that to get it to sound great in Japanese, to get it to sound great in English? Like how challenging was that to get it to
Yeah,
sound
it's actually pretty. It's like not. Yeah, it's pretty hard because it's
yeah,
not just a matter of you can't just translate it
yeah,
because obviously the
yeah,
rhythm is going to be different.
yeah.
The rhyming is going to be different. Some things that you might say in English you wouldn't say in Japanese or in Spanish the same way. So yeah, we have two songs in the on the upcoming album that are both in Japanese and English. So we had I definitely had help with the Japanese translations because um yeah it's hard, like you have to figure out like sometimes we have to take stuff out or we have to find a different way to say the same thing, even like we can't say it exactly the same, we have to kind of switch it up. um and then some of the stuff we kind of just leave because a lot of Japanese songs have English words in them too. So then sometimes we'll just keep the English part in like one line and then just work around that too.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I want to get better at that. That's something I definitely want to work on, um, especially with Japanese and Spanish, to try and translate songs in a way that it resonates similarly in the other language.
Wow, that's amazing. So, who are some of the artists that you listen to that was heavily influenced you and your music, like right now that's out?
Right now that's out. I've been listening to a lot of her, who's also Blasian. And I love her so much. And she's plays guitar and piano too. She's way better than I am at playing. but and then Jasmine Sullivan, I've been listening to her new album a lot. I really love that. And then there's a few artists, Alex Isley, I like her, Masego,
Mhm.
Xavier Omar. I've been listening to, there's a Japanese artist called Utada Hikaru, who I listen to a lot.
Wow.
Um, yeah, and then who else? The Hicks, and yeah, there's a lot of like,
Legendary artists, icons that you listen to?
oh yeah, Luther Vandross, Stevie
Yeah.
Wonder, Anita Baker.
Yes.
Yeah, I love all of them. I love the soul stuff, Al Green.
Yes.
Yeah, stuff. Yeah.
Amazing. 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 So, what's next? Like, what are you working on now? I know the album is out. I'm getting ready to. I know you kind of limited right now, but
Yeah,
what?
exactly. So I think the next step is definitely getting out either a single from the album, or putting out the album after that. And then for the single, we'll probably put out a video as well. Um, so yeah, just figuring out the next steps for releasing all this because we have some really good songs on this album. I'm really excited to
Yeah.
release it. I'm like super anxious. I'm like, we've got a song with Spanish in it too. So the album is trilingual, um, and it's definitely multi-genre too. So there's stuff for the people who like pop. There's stuff for the people who like R&B. There's stuff for the people who like more funky stuff or more dancey stuff. So we got something for everybody.
That's amazing. So, one last question. Who is like your dream artist that you want to work with?
Definitely Stevie Wonder. Yeah, Stevie Wonder. Oh man, I would love I love all his songs. I love watching. I've watched his there's a concert on YouTube, like a full-length concert. I've watched that so many times. I could probably sing the whole thing from front to back.
He is amazing. He is legendary. A
Yeah,
musician as well as singer.
exactly. His band is
Amazing.
always so good and so tight. So, and like
Amazing.
I love playing with bands too, like live bands. I love singing along with live bands and being
Yeah,
able to
that,
sing.
that live band sound is definitely coming back for
Hmm.
sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. So let the people know how they could reach out to you, how they can get a hold of you, how they can listen to your stuff, and how to find you and stuff like that.
Yeah, on all streaming platforms, you can find my stuff under Aya Ito, AYA space ITO. And on social media, you can find me on Instagram at Blasian Sensation. That's BLAZIAN Sensation. And on Facebook, you can also find me under Aya Ito, AYA ITO. So yeah, please look me up. Please follow me. Please listen to my music. Give me some feedback. Check out the videos on YouTube.
How can they help you? How can they? How can we help you move along? What can we do as the listening audience, as fans? What can we do?
Yeah, just share as much as possible. The more, yeah, the more the word gets out, the more people hear. Right now it's definitely a hard time for entertainers, and so the only thing we can really do right now is to share our content and share our craft. So since we can't really perform at the moment, so
absolutely. So you guys definitely reach out to Aya Ito. I got it right.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely reach out and connect, share, and definitely subscribe to her stuff. Subscribe to King Solomon. Reach out to us, connect with us, KingSolomonEntertainment.tv. We on Twitter, YouTube, King Solomon Entertainment. On media group, please reach out to us. We on Clubhouse. We on all social media platforms. Subscribe, share this video. Reach out to her. Stay put. We're gonna end, and I'm gonna talk to you. Thank you guys so much. Till next time, Hollywood Now. Thank you guys so much. All right.
Bye. Thank you.
Subscribe.